Welcome, everyone. My name is Melody Tao with Marketing Melody, and we are here with SDAR for a social media real estate workshop. This one is called Grow Your Real Estate Business with Social Media Reviews. I'm really excited to present this topic because it is a topic that I get asked about all the time. A lot of agents are wondering how they can stand out on social media, and one of the top ways to do that is by growing through reviews. I always say that it's better to have someone else refer you than to have you refer yourself. And I'll talk about why that's important and how you can have that happen all the time with your social media and online reviews. So let's go ahead and jump right in. There are going to be people that are jumping in as I talk, and that's okay. I'll be letting people in the waiting room. I see people right over here. And when I get started, I want to first just do a quick connection. If we're not connected on Facebook already, go ahead and connect with me there. I will be using Facebook as one of the sites I talk about for social media reviews. So if we're not on Facebook, my Facebook is Marketing Melody. You can pull up Facebook on your phone, go ahead and like/follow the page, and I'll go over how you can make sure your Facebook reviews are visible and how you can use that as one of the platforms to generate reviews on social media. So take a moment here. If we're not connected on Facebook, go ahead and connect with me so we can go ahead and do that. And if you guys are just jumping in, go ahead and mute yourself until you have a question, and then I'll have room for Q&A at the end as well. Would love to see your face. A lot of people have the camera turned off, so I can't see your face, but if you want to go ahead and show your face, love to see who is in these webinars as well. All right, let me go ahead and mute everyone if you haven't muted yourself. I'm hearing some background noise here. So go ahead and connect on Facebook. If we haven't connected already, I will be pulling up Facebook as one of the sites we use for online and social media reviews. And let's start by just getting to know the audience. I love to know who's in the audience. I like to make my presentations interactive. I've been doing workshops and webinars with SDR for over a year now, year and a half. And if you've been to my other ones, you know that I don't like to just talk at you and give you all this information. I like to keep you engaged and interacting with the content. So go ahead and type in the chat box your answers to these questions so I get to know who is in the audience. Type in the chat, when was the last time you received a positive online review and who was it from? If you haven't ever received one, that's okay too. That's why we're going to be learning how to generate more of those to grow our business. But when was the last time you got an online review and who gave you that review? Type it in the chat and I will go ahead and read out some of the answers. Eric says 2020. So anyone else receive any reviews? David said a client in 2020. Bob says yesterday a client. Elizabeth says she's too new, just starting out. So that's okay. I'll talk about if you're just starting out, how you can start generating reviews as well. Anyone else? Anyone else received a positive review? And when was the last time? Who gave you that review? All right. Feel free to keep typing in the answers as we go. Next question is, when was the last time you wrote a positive review for someone else and who did you write it for? If you've never written one, that's okay too. But when was the last time you wrote a positive review for someone and who did you write it for? And you'll find out why it's important to also be writing reviews in just a few minutes as I continue on with the presentation. I don't see too many answers here. So does that mean that you guys are not writing positive reviews for people? So when was the last time you wrote someone? So Bob says this morning for a past work associate. Eric says 3 months ago, non-real estate related. David says 6 months ago, former colleague in another industry. It doesn't have to be in a real estate industry. It could be anyone that you've worked with in the past. So I'm glad to see there are some reviews going on, but most of the time, 2020 for my agent, when I bought my house, most of you guys are saying that it's not something recent that you're doing. I see one answer from Bob saying he just did it today. But most people are saying that it is not something that you're regularly doing. And the last question is, what sites are you currently using to collect and generate reviews? What sites? David says Zillow. And now Google. Eric says Facebook. Anyone else? What sites are you using to get reviews? So Elizabeth says nothing yet. That's okay. That's why we'll start today. All right. It looks like a lot of you guys are not using too many sites, or I don't see them here, but we have Zillow, Google, and Facebook. And I will be sharing about why it's important to use some sites versus other ones. Lynette says, I had 4 reviews this year. I use Zillow for everyone. All right. Thank you guys for answering those questions. If anyone else has any answers, feel free to type in it. Oh, Bob says LinkedIn, Zillow, and social survey. So as people are still jumping in, we have people still jumping in the webinar right now. I want to get an idea of who here feels that they're in the right place, because you can relate to any of these that I'm going to be listing right now. So type in the chat box the number that applies to you, or you can type all of them if they all apply to you. First one. How many of you here want to get more positive reviews for your real estate business, or business if you're not in real estate? How many of you would like to get more positive reviews? Type in the number 1 if that is something that you would like to see happen regularly. So I'm seeing ones from almost everyone, which is great. I see a lot of ones from, is it Chasen? Elizabeth says 1, David says 1, Eric says 1. Awesome. That's what I like to hear. We're all here to learn how to get more positive reviews. Number 2, how many of you want to get more referrals from social media? So this is people tagging you in posts, recommending you, and someone says, who can help me? Also, people just connecting you through Facebook Messenger or any other type of online platform. It could even be through email. How many of you want to get more online and social media referrals from your network? So you want to be the person that is top of mind when someone in your network hears of someone else saying, hey, I need someone to help me with real estate, and they think of you. So I'm seeing 2s, 2s, 2s. That's good. Hopefully it's everyone would like to get more online social media referrals. And last question here. How many of you want to be more efficient at getting referrals? So you know you want them, but you want a system to generate referrals online and on social media that is easy for you to be able to generate them right away and to get a lot of them. I know a lot of you might be via delegation. I know a lot of you might be seeing that there are people out there that have a lot of reviews, and you're wondering, well, I'm doing just as great of a job as them. Where are all my reviews? And we'll talk about how to make it efficient to get reviews. So a lot of you guys are saying 1, 2, and 3, which I love. So we are all definitely in the right place if you want to learn about all of these things. So let me share a few fun facts about social media referrals. There's a website down below on where I got these facts. Number 1 fun fact is 92% of consumers trust referrals from people they know. I'm the same way. When I'm looking to hire someone, whether it is for a home repair or whether it is for something related to, just even dining and restaurants, I always trust referrals from people in my network. I have oftentimes posted on social media, who has a referral for A, B, and C? The answer that I really don't like that some people give is, why don't you Google it? Well, the reason I'm not Googling it is because I want people in my network to share with me what they recommend. So I, of course, know I can use Google, but I'm looking for people that have a personal experience on this. Next fun fact about referrals, people are 4 times more likely to buy when they are referred by a friend. So I mentioned in the very beginning, if you missed the beginning, that someone else recommending you is much more powerful than you recommending yourself. Of course, you recommending yourself works too, and you want to do that as well. You want to be your own best advocate, but other people recommending you is going to help your case a lot more. 77% of consumers are more likely to buy a new product when learning about it from friends and family. Now, a lot of you guys are in real estate here, so a new product is going to be a brand new home. However, I would be more comfortable using an agent if I had a close friend or family member talk about their agent and what a great experience they had versus some random one that I didn't know. So I feel like having that personal referral, having people in your network vouching for you is really powerful. And last fun fact, 81% of US online consumers' purchases decisions are influenced by friends' social media posts. People see what you post on social media. and they are going to take that to heart, and that is going to influence them on what they buy. Now, with real estate, it's a different ball game because it's not like you can just have someone post about a home and then the next day you sell one, but you can have people in your network posting about what a great experience that they've had, and other people in their network will see. I see some agents, when they close, they will have some fun pictures that they take with their clients. They'll post them, their clients will share them, and they're getting visibility that way through creating opportunities for their clients to share about them. People are more likely to share about you and refer you online when you make it easy for them and give them those opportunities. And if you have been to my webinars, any of them, you know my goal is for you to walk away from this presentation with 1 or 2 things you can execute right now. Now for me stands for no opportunity wasted. You don't have to do everything. I might share 5 different tips. Don't worry about doing all of them. Just choose one thing to start executing and incorporating into your business. And over time, when you add on little things here and there consistently, you will find that you have a very consistent and robust marketing strategy to grow your real estate business. And I want to share my own quote. Sometimes I share other people's quotes. This is my own quote that I like. You are your best marketing asset. There is no one else who's going to promote you better than yourself. So when you want people to give you those online reviews and to help you and refer you, you're the person that needs to make it easy for others to do that, because you're the best person to advocate for yourself. So let's dive right in to talk about how you can start generating more positive reviews for your business. This first one might seem like questionable, because the first tip I'm going to recommend is that you yourself need to start consistently giving positive reviews. So you might be thinking, if I want to get reviews, why am I giving positive reviews? So there are a lot of reasons for this, and I will share why, but you have to start giving reviews for others consistently if you also want to receive positive reviews consistently for your own business. This is a quote that I like that's from Jim Rohn. Only by giving are you able to receive more than you already have. So it never hurts to give reviews for other people and other businesses. It only helps your business. Here's why. Number 1, it shows that you are actively in business. The reviews do not have to be related to real estate, but I do highly recommend that you start by going through your list of vendors, your list of partners, and your list of people that you work with that have helped you in transactions, and writing reviews for those people. This demonstrates that you're very active in the real estate community. Other people in your network will start seeing, wow, she really works with a lot of people. And it will just be positive karma for you in the industry if you are reviewing other people that you've worked with that have helped with your real estate transactions. For example, you can review your escrow officers, your loan officers, people that are your inspectors, people that help you fix homes, the painters, contractors. People who are selling and buying homes are looking for these services all the time. They're looking for painters, for movers, for anyone who can help make that real estate process as transition and move as easy as possible. So if you have people in your network that are doing these services that you have used or that you have referred, start by making a list of the people that you can write reviews for that have helped you with real estate transactions. You can even do this for people that you might hire. For example, if you are hiring people because you have an open house and you hire some entertainment or maybe someone for food, you can even write reviews for those people and say that you hosted an open house and you had a great experience with a catering company that helped bring you food for the open house. Definitely think of ways that you can incorporate your real estate business when you're writing reviews and share what you use that person for. This way, again, you're showing up online, you're showing that you're in business, and people are seeing that you're very active in the community by giving back with reviews. And I mentioned giving back already, but you're giving back to those who have helped you, and that's just positive karma. So if you would love to wake up and all of a sudden you get all these people reviewing you without you even asking, think about it the other way. The vendors that you use will also love having this experience from you. So if you are not in the habit of writing positive reviews for others, you want to make sure that that's something that you incorporate into your own marketing strategy. Another reason why it's important to do that is because you are now a resource. So as a real estate agent, one of the ways to generate more business and visibility is by showing that you are the go-to person and that you are a resource. If someone needs a painter, someone needs a mover, if someone needs a contract of any sort, you want to make sure that you are the person that they can come to. So by writing these reviews that are visible online, people will know that you have all these connections with other people, and you want to be that person that can make those positive referrals. So any questions about giving reviews? If you're not in the habit of doing this, I recommend that you incorporate it into a consistent strategy that you should already have. If you don't, that's okay. We can talk about that later. But whenever you set aside time to work on your marketing, I always recommend you put it on your calendar. Maybe dedicate just writing one review a week. So maybe set aside 5 minutes for that marketing time, and you choose someone, you write a positive review, and you do that every single week. Maybe it's every other week. When you have it so that it's a consistent part of your marketing, it'll be a lot easier. So a lot of you were saying, I haven't written a review this whole year. It was last year, it was 3 months ago. It doesn't take too much time to do this, but it helps both your business and your vendor's business to get more positive publicity online. David says, do you recommend giving reviews via Yelp, LinkedIn, or Google? Okay, so I'm going to be talking about this in a future slide. I'll be talking about the different places you can give online and social media reviews. That's a great question. We're going to table that question for now. And another reason to give the positive reviews is this quote that I love: do unto others as you would have others do unto you. So if you want to have those positive reviews, then you want to make sure that you are also taking the initiative to write these positive reviews. So this goes right into the question that David Taxer just asked. That is a perfect question to lead into my next point on generating more reviews. First, you want to establish the primary platform that you want to get reviews. I'm going to be sharing 3 platforms that are online and social media platforms, and I will share why these are the ones that I recommend you start with. And then there's going to be secondary ones that are not mentioned on here that you can also use as well. So the 3 platforms that I'm going to be talking about today are Google, because Google is the largest search engine that people search for things on, Facebook, which is the largest social media platform that people are using, and then LinkedIn, because LinkedIn is the most professional social media network that people are using. I'm going to be talking about these 3 platforms for social media and online reviews. Now, I know a lot of you have mentioned Yelp and Zillow, and I'll share why I'm not recommending those right now, because Zillow is a site that's primarily for real estate. If someone has never bought a home before, they may not know to go on Zillow to look for reviews. They're more likely to search through their own network, and they're more likely to go through their own social media profiles to see what's out there than to go on a real estate site that they might not know about. That's the reason I'm not putting Zillow on here. Also, Zillow requires you, I believe the reviewer has to sign up for a profile. So if they don't know about it yet, then they might not already have a profile. So most people are already on Facebook, Google, and LinkedIn. So you're making it easy for people to write the review. The goal is to make it as easy as possible. Also, because of the fact that I work with a lot of real estate agents, I've been hearing a lot of things about Zillow becoming a competitor now of agents and doing a lot of the transactions on their own. So because they are more of a competitor now, I'm not recommending that you put all your eggs in one basket to get all the reviews on Zillow. But if you already have tons of Zillow reviews, that's okay. I will show you the best ways to repurpose them. Someone's asking about Instagram. Instagram does not have a way to generate reviews. You can post and repost reviews that people have given you on there, but you don't have a review section on Instagram, which is why I don't mention Instagram. Yelp was another question. The reason I'm not talking about Yelp is because Yelp has these weird algorithms where many times if someone's never written a review before, they will just delete the review or they won't show the review. So sometimes it's not always as accurate. And on top of that, Yelp has a system where they want you to pay. And if you pay, sometimes your review will show up higher than people that are not paying. So the ones that are the most legitimate to get the most number of people to see where they're on social media platforms that people are already using are Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. You can certainly use Yelp and Zillow and these other platforms, but the ones I'll be talking about are these three right here. Okay, so you're probably thinking, I have these sites, I have a couple reviews on each, but I just don't know how to get people to give me more reviews. Okay, so the third tip, very simple here, ask and you shall receive. You need to ask for the reviews, and here are some ways to make it easier for both you to ask and for your clients to give you the reviews. First one, I have the two listed here. First one is that you want to know your review link. So a lot of times people will say, hey, leave me a review on Google, leave me a review on Facebook, but they don't necessarily know where to go to review you. So it's really important that you give someone the exact link on where they can go to review you. If you just say, hey, can you leave me a review on Facebook's, your review link might not even be visible. So a lot of you might not even know this, that your review link on your social media profile may not even be visible for people to easily review you. So I make it very crystal clear on how someone can review me. I'm going to show the website and show you how you can generate and get your review links to make it as easy as possible to give someone the link. Again, if you're emailing someone or if you're texting someone and say, hey, write me a review, you want to give them that exact link to make it easy for them. All right, let me pull up a website right here. Do you guys see the Google page right now? Give me a thumbs up if you see the Google page. All right, so let's go on Facebook. So I'm going to go on Facebook. I'm going to type in facebook.com and we are going to see if everyone has the reviews link pulled up. So on Facebook, if someone out there wants to give me their Facebook page, I will type in your Facebook page and I will pull it up as an example. So who wants to volunteer their Facebook page for me to pull up, and I'll share the review link with you. And you want to type it in the, see Lynette says Lynette Wallace Realtor. So I'm going to pull her up. Oh, didn't copy over. Here we go, Lynette Wallace Realtor. All right, thank you so much, Lynette, for volunteering. So if I go ahead and click on Lynette's page, I see that her review links is right here, crystal clear. It's the second one on her page, and I click on it, it's going to say that she has a couple reviews. Some of these might be spam, so she's going to want to clean this up. They're from 2016. One says true professional. This person says cheaters. Have no idea what that is. I don't know that's spam. However, I have had issues like this with my Facebook page as well, where there are random people that are trolls that go on and write random things like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to flag it and report it, because that is not a professional review. So I'm going to put, I don't know, let's see, unfair recommendation. So I'm going to flag that. Okay, so her review tab is first, which means that she's going to want to clean up some of these reviews and get new reviews as well. And she has 2 reviews. All right, who else wants to share their Facebook page? And I'll share with you, pulling up the Facebook reviews link. And I'm hoping someone shares that doesn't have the review link visible, so I can show you how to find it if it's not visible. Now, also, if Lynette wants to ask for people to give her reviews on Facebook, she's going to give people the URL right up here on top. She doesn't need anything past a question mark. She can delete that. But if someone says, how do I write you a Facebook review? Then she's going to click on her reviews page, copy this URL, which is facebook.com/Lynette Wallace Realtor/reviews. So whatever your Facebook page is, it's going to be /your Facebook page /reviews for your reviews page. I am very clear in my email, and I give people the link. I say, write the Facebook review here. Once you get on the page, you will click on the button where it says, do you recommend me? You're going to click yes. And then after you click yes, you will write your recommendation right there. So I let people know exactly what to do to write me a review. All right, I'm going to have, who else wants to volunteer their Facebook page? David Taxer Properties. Perfect. Thank you for volunteering, David. So David tax or properties, I'm going to click right here to David's page. And then here, okay, so I'm seeing on David's page, his review tab is not visible on here. That's okay. You don't have to have it visible. If you don't have a lot of reviews, or if you don't have reviews that are that positive, you can hide the reviews tab and not have it visible on the main navigation bar. So if I click more, then I see reviews, and then I click on it. Now, most people do not know to click more. David doesn't have any Facebook reviews right now, which is good that it's not one of the first things visible. So he's going to get his link by going on top, clicking on his reviews page, and then he's going to delete anything after that question mark. And then his Facebook reviews page is facebook.com/DavidTaxerProperties/reviews. So that is how you find your Facebook reviews page. I'm going to click on one more, Andrea, the Garzanelli team. So let me pull that up. Thank you for sharing that as well. Nope, I'm not sure why it's not. The Garzanelli team, here we go. All right, so also their reviews tab is second right here. It's invisible. And here they have 5 reviews, and they're not too recent. So I would work on getting more recent reviews. So there's 2014, 2014, 2014, 2014, 2019. There's a review from 2019. And then there's a couple 2019s, but overall they're not very relevant, not relevant, but they're not new. So anyone who has older reviews, I would work on getting some newer reviews on here. If you have no reviews or negative reviews, you want to get more positive reviews. Now, some people might go on their Facebook page and they might not see the reviews tab. So I'm going to go on just a random Facebook page. Let's go on, I don't know, Coca-Cola. I'm just calling a random company. So if I go on someone's Facebook page, I might not always see the reviews tab at all. Or as we saw from David, his reviews tab wasn't present. Now this one, they don't even have a reviews tab on here. They don't want you reviewing and putting negative things about Coke on here. So if you go on your Facebook page and you notice you don't see the reviews tab, some of you might not see the reviews tab. I will show you how to activate it and create that link for yourself. So let me go ahead and go over to my Facebook business page. So I'm going to go, let's see over here. So this is my Facebook business page. I have my reviews tab, but imagine I didn't have this. Where do I go to find that reviews tab if I don't have it? How do I add it? So if I don't have it, or if I want to change it around to move it forward, I'm going to click on my settings. If I'm logged in to be able to manage the business, my settings on the bottom left right here. And then once I click on settings, there's going to be a tab called templates and tabs. It's on the left. Now this is not very user-friendly. People don't know to come here. I'm going to click on templates and tabs. And then under templates and tabs, I can activate or deactivate any of the tabs. So if you do not have the reviews tab showing, it's probably turned off. So you'll want to turn it on by making sure that the blue tab is on. But likely if it's not showing, you don't have it turned on, you'll want to go here to turn it on. Now you might be thinking, why is my reviews tab not showing? Now Facebook only shows the first few things in the navigation bar. So if it's not showing, if it's on the bottom. So Nikki says, what if it's still not showing? So if it's not showing, that's why you want to go to this place where it says templates and tabs, and you're going to click on that, and you're going to turn the blue button on. So it's probably turned off. So once you turn it off, it's gray. When you turn it on, it's going to be blue. So so it's already on. So Nikki, if it's not showing, I'll show you how to move it forward. It's probably too far down. Okay, so if it's too far down, it's still not going to show. You are going to find what you want to move up, and you can click on this and move it up. So now it's going to be on the second one. It has to be in the second or third one to have it really show. So if I want the reviews tab to be the second thing after the home page, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to move it around. So I'm going to move it down. Actually, I'll move it to the second one so you guys can see. Now, once I've moved it, it should automatically save. I'm going to click back. And oh, it was already on the second one, Mickey says. I'm going to click back here. Let's click on my page and view my page. And here we go. So now it's a second tab and it's visible so I can get reviews. So a reminder again, oh, here's a review. You guys want to go on my reviews page and flag this? I also have spam reviews. This guy is trying to sell me something and he wrote a spam review and I reported it, but it's still here. Now, if I go on the top of the URL bar, I delete anything after that question mark. My review link is this. I'm going to type it in the chat. If you guys want to go on there, feel free to leave me a positive review on the webinar or any of the trainings. I'm going to leave this in the chat here for you guys. Oh, not copying over for some reason. Let's see if this works. For some reason, my chat box is not working. It's not letting me type in the chat. Well, that is my review link. It's facebook.com/marketingmelody/review. So feel free to go on there if you want to leave a positive review, or if you want to flag this guy that is putting spam on my review. Okay, so any questions on finding your Facebook review link or going on Facebook and making it visible? Let me know if you have any questions on that. All right, so no questions on that. I'm gonna move on. All right, 1 second. My Zoom thing is cutting out now. This is the challenge sometimes with Zoom. There's glitches, and for some reason, it's not letting me. Oh, there we go. All right, my reviews link is in the chat. For some reason, it wasn't letting me type in the chat. There was some glitch there. So feel free to go and flag this guy that's just some crypto god and write a positive review. You can do that later or whenever you get a chance. So let's go back to the presentation. Oh, you know what? I'll talk to you about finding your Google review link. So how many of you know how to get your Google review link? I'm not getting too many answers. So it might be that you don't know how to get your Google reviews link. Then the Google reviews link is not as visible. But if you're thinking, I have a Google business account, how do people review me? You want to log into your business account. So I'm going to click on my business. And you guys can see my page, right? Just double check you can still see my screen that I'm sharing. You see the Google page right now? Okay, let's see. I should have already been signed in. Now on Google, this is odd because I'm signed in, but it's not pulling up my account. Signed in here. Let's click on my business, try again. All right, here we go. So I'm logged into my Google account. This is my dashboard for my account. On the left-hand side, there's a button called Reviews. So here are all the reviews people have written for me. And I always recommend replying to all the reviews on Facebook, on Google, wherever it is. These are the reviews that people have written for me. So that's how to access those. You might be wondering, how do I access the reviews people have written for me? So if you haven't ever logged in here, I highly recommend doing this. Okay, so now if you want to get your link, there should be a link. I don't know why it's not showing. I'm going to try one more time here. There should be a link that says to get more reviews. For some reason, it's not showing up here. Yeah, normally it's right here. There's a link that goes with it, but let me click on the home page. It might be moved over to the home page. All right, so I'm going back on my home page on my Google account. Oh, here, here we go. Okay, so it's on the home page, not on the reviews page. They must have moved it over. If I'm on the home page, there's a button that says share review form. So I click on that, and then it generates the link for me for the Google reviews. So I can copy the link here. I can share it on Facebook, email, or Twitter, or whatever else they have there. But you want to go on your Google homepage for your business. The left-hand side is to access the reviews people have written. And then I guess on the homepage is where you are going to click the share review form to get the actual link for your business. So are you guys, do you guys have the link already? Because when you say, hey, write me a review on Google, what you want to do is that you want to give them the exact link for people to be able to do that. So I'm going to type my link in here so you guys can see that. If you say just write me a review on Google, people will be confused. They don't know where to get the link. And it just makes it more challenging for people to try to have to find where to review you. Okay, now LinkedIn, question, is this being recorded? Yes, this is being recorded and you'll be sent out after the webinar is over. So if you have to take off early, you'll get the replay for this.
No, it's 95 miles an hour, so it's really.
Pardon me? I don't know that someone was talking to me. Okay, so if you are wondering about LinkedIn is a little bit different. It's not going to be an exact link. You will have to invite someone to review you on LinkedIn. So I'll pull up LinkedIn and show you where to get that. It's not going to be you giving someone a link. You have to message them directly on LinkedIn. So LinkedIn recommendations are powerful if you are using LinkedIn to grow your business. When people go on your profile, I'll show you mine as an example. It looks great when you have a lot of reviews because LinkedIn is your professional resume. So if I go on LinkedIn, here are my reviews. I've received 62 reviews. So if someone wants to think about hiring me as a consultant or as a speaker, they can go on my LinkedIn and they can see, oh, wow, there's all these people that have reviewed her. You know, a lot of real estate agents and some other business owners. But look, it also shows the reviews that I've given. So I've given almost 50 reviews. And this means that I'm also active in business and I'm giving reviews to other people as well. So it's important to give and receive reviews on LinkedIn. So now LinkedIn, wondering, how do I get reviews? How do I give reviews? So again, a little bit different on LinkedIn. So what you're going to do on LinkedIn is if you want to review, you go to the review section here. You're going to click on the button that says ask for a recommendation. You are going to click on that, ask for a recommendation button. And then these are saying you can ask for a revision. I don't need to ask for a revision. I want to ask for a new recommendation. And that's not showing up because I have a lot of reviews here. So I think it's just giving me options for asking for revisions, but that's what you do if you want to ask for a revision. And if I know someone I want to get a review from. So if I know that, let's see who's in here. I see Bridget's in here. So Bridget is someone that I work with. And so I'm going to type in Bridget's name. And if I know that I want Bridget to give me a LinkedIn recommendation, I'm going to go on her profile. I'll click on this more button on her profile and I will click request a recommendation and I can request a recommendation from Bridget. Again, LinkedIn is more, you have to personally request it and you send the request through LinkedIn. So if I say, I'm going to put Bridget is a client of mine and then position at the time, it's my company Marketing Melody. So now I can put next and I can just send her this note or I can do a personal note and I can click send. And then I've asked her for a LinkedIn recommendation. She will get an email through LinkedIn that will have a place for her to write the recommendation. So it'll give her the exact place to write the recommendation. Again, LinkedIn's a little bit different. You have to go one-on-one to ask for the recommendations. Now, this is why it's important for me to let you know that you don't have to get recommendations on every platform. You want to start with a platform of your choosing. So you want to just start with choosing maybe one platform that you start with where you get most of your recommendations and have a system for when to ask people for reviews. So if you have a system where you message someone after you've done a transaction, maybe they get a thank you email, or maybe it's just a part of your email system. You want to have an email dedicated to asking them for a recommendation. I remember when I bought a house, my loan officer actually had this email system where he sent to me and gave me a link and asked for a review. And I thought that was really easy. All I had to do was click on it and write him a review. So you want to have a system for when you send the email out to ask for a review. Obviously, only if it's a positive transaction, so you can get a positive review, but have it so that at every single transaction, there is a follow-up that asks for a review. Lynette says, I have an old Google account and I can use the email account. I cannot use the email account due to an old team name. How do I transfer the reviews to my new Google account? So you can't transfer the reviews. You would have to start a new account and start generating new reviews under that account unless you're able to change the name on that account. So you have to change the overall account name, or you have to create a new account and start getting reviews on the new account. But I'll show you what you can do with those reviews because there's ways to repurpose them. So that's what I'm going to be talking about next. When you ask someone for a review, though, keep in mind that people are really busy. They might not reply right away. It's not something that's a top priority for them. Doesn't mean that they don't want to give you a review. So always make sure after you ask that you follow up after asking. You can follow up in one of two ways. If they have given you the review, thank them for giving you the review. Tell them a message or a text or whatever it is, even a thank you note. Tell them that you really appreciate the review and thank them for giving you the review. You can also comment and reply to the review that they wrote online. So if it is on Facebook or Google, there are ways to reply back and just say, thank you so much. It was a pleasure working with you. I appreciate the review. You want to have a way to acknowledge that that person took the time to write you a positive review. So always thank them for giving you the review. Now, if you've asked for one and they've seemed interested, they say, yeah, of course I'll write you one, but they haven't written you one before, it is okay to follow up and say, hey, just checking in if you have a chance to write the review. Now, I have done in the past to people that I know are really busy, I've written the review for them. I will say, here is an example of a review you can write. Please edit it as you see fit. Most of the time they appreciate it and they post the exact review. Sometimes they'll edit it a little bit, but it makes it easier for them. So someone you know wants to write your review, but they're so busy, you can write it for them, and then they have an easier way to just copy and paste it. So follow up by thanking them or asking them again if they can write the review for you. Don't feel like you're bugging them. I wouldn't do it every single day, but maybe after a week or 2 weeks, follow up, because it's really something that you need to take the initiative to do to get more reviews. I remember my photographer asked me for a review. I said, sure, I would love to give you a review. I forgot about it. He asked me again. I forgot about it again. And then finally he asked me again. And I thought, oh, thank you for the reminder. I'm going to do it right now. So again, it didn't bug me. I was happy he reminded me. Otherwise, I would have forgotten about it. But if someone says they want to write you one, then definitely don't feel shy to remind them. All right, the last tip for reviews is to repurpose your reviews. So getting the reviews is the first step, but then after you've taken the initiative and put in this effort to get the reviews, let's repurpose them to incorporate them into a positive and consistent marketing strategy for your real estate business. So the first thing I want you to do, if you haven't done this, I want all of you to do this, is to start a working document on your computer or on a Google Drive and copy and save all of your online reviews. So Lynette, you have an old account with reviews that you don't want to have people promoting that site, but copy all the positive reviews because you can still use those reviews to repurpose them. So they might be on a different site you don't use anymore, but you want to make sure you copy and save all of your reviews. So again, open up a Word doc or open up a Google Doc and copy every online review, write down who wrote the review and when the date was, and you want to own that review. Here's why this step is so important, because people can delete their online profiles at any time. If that happens, you lose your reviews. So if someone has a Facebook profile and they wrote you a Facebook review, but they decided they want to delete their profile. If they delete their profile, your review is gone and you don't have it anymore. Also, if a site goes down, you can't access it. So if you have reviews on LinkedIn, but suddenly LinkedIn is down, you can't access it. So you want to make sure you own the reviews. Right now, if they're written on social media and online sites, those sites own the reviews. But that's why you want to copy and paste all your reviews to have it in a document to show all the positive things people have said about your business. So if you haven't done that already, take some time, go back to all the places you have reviews on, copy them and save them. Now, when you do that, you can go on and create different images that you can share on social media to repurpose these reviews. Let me show you an example of some clients of mine who do this. So this is, let me pull this up. This is a client of mine. She has a business that cleans hot tubs. So I've worked with her. She has a lot of positive Google reviews, and we created images that she shares every other Tuesday for Testimonial Tuesday of people giving her positive reviews. Now, she doesn't copy the whole entire review. Sometimes it's too long, but you take a snippet or quote from the review and you create images from it. So now every other Tuesday is her Testimonial Tuesday, and she has a way to showcase people giving her reviews. This is also why, even if you have reviews on a site that you no longer use, you can repurpose those reviews and pull snippets and do this like she's doing here. So she has Testimonial Tuesday, and then she writes, "Thank you, Jeff. I do my best to help with your hot tub needs and have a wonderful network of professionals I can rely on." So this is Jeff thanking her for servicing her hot tub and also referring her other professionals. Absolutely take advantage by creating these images. I do this on Canva. You can create this on Photoshop, or you can just take screenshots if you don't have time to create images. But if you create images, you now have a consistent thing you can share on social media. So every other Tuesday, she shares a testimonial, and it's something consistent she can do to show up on social media. How many of you have done this already? Let me know if you've already done this and created images to share on your social media for your reviews. Because again, it doesn't just stop with a review on the site. You want to take that review and really create as many resources as possible for your business. Nope, someone says that's okay. You can start doing this now. And if you want to go, let me try to share another one. Let me share one more client that is a client of mine that I work with that I know has done this. David says, "I've seen other agents doing it, yet I have not." So if you guys are too busy to do it, reach out to me. I have a service where I create them for you. That's something that I'm happy to do if you guys are too busy. But I copy and paste all the reviews for you, and I create these images for you. They're very simple, but most people don't have time to do them. So feel free to reach out to me after if you need help with that. And in fact, I actually made all these hot tub reviews. This is another company that is a client that I've worked with. They are a fitness company. So they have some reviews I know that they've posted. They post a lot all the time, but I know they have posted some. So I'll share a couple if I can find. Let's see. Here's one. Carrie's amazing at what she does. I love the customized workouts. Okay, so then she writes a personal note here, and maybe she copies and pastes the whole review right here. But this is, again, a short snippet. You don't have to write the whole review, but she's turned it into something, and she's created an image for it. And again, I helped her create this as well. So here's another one. She's empowering, and while my goal is more health focused than bikini focused, it's awesome that I'm noticing differences in my body after only a month. Again, quick review here that is very powerful and impactful. And Lynette says she wanted me to email. So Lynette, yes, I will email you information on creating these for you. That's something that you're interested in. And here's another quick one. She never fails to encourage, motivate, and push where needed. Again, very short and sweet, but it's powerful because other people are recommending her for this service that she offers. So make sure that you guys are doing this. If you are getting online reviews, copying your reviews, saving them, and repurposing them. Very important to make sure you're repurposing them. Other ways to repurpose. Share screenshots of your reviews. Again, if you're too busy to do these images, you can also just share screenshots, post it on Instagram stories, post it on Facebook. It's not going to be as consistent, but feel free to do that when you first get the review. If you're excited, you just want to share it. And then later you can repurpose it and create those more static images. Also include reviews on your website and your newsletter. You want to integrate these reviews all over. So I'll show you an example of my website where I have a reviews and page so people can go on my website. Because when someone writes you a review, it is on public property. You can take that review, it's about you, and reuse it in other ways. So on my website, if I click on my website, I mostly focus on doing personal consulting for social media and also speaking. So I have a page called Praise. If you click on it, these are people that have written me online reviews. I've copied them and I put them directly on my website. So people can scroll through it. They can see people that have been recommending me on my website, on a page directly on my website. I've pulled up a quote so that it's easily visible on top. And then I have the whole review underneath. You can choose a quote, you can do the whole review. There's different ways to go about doing this, but I do recommend that you do have a place on your website so that people can read reviews about you. All right, so now I want to show other places on my site that I've incorporated it. So my services, laser marketing sessions are one of my primary services. These are one-on-one sessions I offer for people to help them directly with their marketing, and it's customized. Now, this is one of my main services. So on the bottom, I list people that have given me reviews for this exact service. So I want to make sure people know that that have used this service are happy with this service. So you can click on the bottom and see people who have used this service. I've also put it on I believe it's on my homepage as well. On the bottom of my homepage, I have people that have given me reviews and testimonials. So I try to sprinkle them in as many places as I can for people who give me positive reviews, because this is a way to repurpose them. If you are sending out newsletters, you can also take screenshots or images and put them in your newsletters as well. Many different ways, but you want to make sure that you are repurposing and taking advantage of the reviews that people write for you on social media and online. Okay, so I'm going to try to wrap up the presentation because we are getting to the top of the hour. I want to get you guys out of here, but just a couple things that I'm going to share with you back on the slide. Okay, so I have had the honor of doing these workshops that are free for you guys with many companies, including SDAR. I love the opportunity to do these. Sometimes these big webinars are not personal enough, and sometimes you want to ask more direct questions. I do offer mastermind sessions that are limited to 10 people, and these sessions are working with me one-on-one with a few other people in the room, so we can brainstorm, collaborate, and network. It's not me talking to you in a presentation. It is us collaborating and getting ideas. I offer these about every other month, and I have one coming up in July, so I'd love to invite you to those. We can work together to establish social media goals, talk about more reviews, talk about growing on different networks. Depends on who shows up and what they want to talk about. We can also develop consistent marketing strategies. And the next one is Friday, July 30th, 3 to 4:30. Now, if you're already a client, I know some of you are already people that have worked with me. If you're on any of my laser marketing session packages, the 10 or 20, then this is a free event for you to attend as just a bonus. If you are not, it's a $99 investment to get some one-on-one help. Oh, another thing you can do is we'll create revenue generating content. So I'd love to invite you guys if you are interested in more one-on-one help. As a thank you and for our partnership with SDAR, I will offer you $20 off if you want to register for this before the end of the webinar. So feel free to let me know if you want to sign up. I put the date right here. You can send me a Venmo to my Venmo. You can do a Zelle, or if you want to give me a call, I can take credit card over the phone. But if you do want to register for this and get the $20 bonus as a thank you for being here and as my gift to you, and also for our partnership with SDAR, then you'll get the $20 off if you register while we're on the call. So feel free to send the payment there and I'll get you signed up. And then also, if you have questions about it, feel free to ask me. I will let you sign up right after the webinar. But again, jump in, grab your spot. The last one we did sell out. We ended up having 11 people and then one person didn't show up. So we had 10 people exactly. But these events do sell out when I do them because they are more personalized and they're very affordable for people that want to get one-on-one help. So take a screenshot of this if you want to attend, put on your calendar. And it is going to be, one more time, let me put the date, July, I thought I had it on here. Friday, July 30th, 3 to 4:30 p.m. So this is kind of like a happier time. You want to grab a drink, feel free to do that. It'll be on Zoom, but it's going to be more personal, and I'll be able to answer your one-on-one questions. And again, you can register by just sending the payment, and I'll get back to you with the link on how to join before the webinar. So any questions about that, feel free to type them in the chat. Otherwise, here's a quick recap. We talked about how to consistently give reviews. You want to have it a part of your marketing strategy to give other people reviews, and to know that that is something that is going to benefit you when you're giving reviews. You're going to be a resource. You're going to be someone who's positive in the community. Just something that you want to do is to give reviews. Establish your platform. So I talked about Google, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Choose the one that you want to get the most reviews on first and focus on that platform. If you focus on one, you can go to the person and say, hey, thank you for reviewing me on Facebook. Do you mind copying this exact same review and copy it for them in the email and putting it over on Google? Here's the Google link. But start with one. That way you can start getting and building up more reviews on one platform. Ask and you shall receive. So you need to ask for reviews. Create an email template that you send out consistently. Have a way to follow up with people. Make sure you're taking the initiative to ask people to review you by giving them the exact link and making it as easy as possible for someone to review you. And then the fourth thing is to repurpose the reviews. Make sure that you copy and save them, and make sure that they are in your own documents, that you own the reviews in case the site gets deleted, in case someone gets off social media. You want to make sure that you own the review. So thank you guys so much for attending. If you are still here, I would love to do a quick little group screenshot. I'm going to have you maybe show your faces. A lot of you have the cameras turned off. More information here again about the mastermind. If you're interested, it's July 30th at 3. Send me the payment there and I'll get you all registered. And again, if you're already a client right now that's in one of my 10 or 20 sessions, it's going to be free for you. So don't worry about sending the payment. Just message me that you want to attend and I'll put you on the list. All right. Thank you guys for showing your faces. Some of you are here. I see Eric, Bridget got on camera. Don't be shy, you guys. And let me see here. I like to do this for my Instagram stories. All right. Not a lot of you are showing your faces, but that's okay. I'll do and feel free to give me a thumbs up. Or let's do a quick photo. All right. Thumbs up if you had a good time in today's webinar. And if you're driving, don't worry about it because I see some of you driving here. And then I'm going to do a quick video. If you guys want to turn your mics off, I'm going to have you all talk at once. And this is for my Instagram. Turn your mics on, rather. We are wrapping up another fun webinar with SDAR. I'm having the attendees who have stayed till the very end jump on and say hello. And everyone at once, shout out one thing that you learned from today's webinar.
All right, that was awesome. And the whole review aspect was tremendous. Thank you so much.
Oh, awesome. Thank you. That was a great review for myself. Anyone else want to share something?
Yeah, I got to get on the reviews. Perfect. Thanks so much.
Awesome. Thank you guys so much. All right, you guys, thank you so much for being here. Melody Tao here with Marketing Melody, Marketing Your Way to Success with SDAR. I will see you in the next one. And if you have any questions, I will stick on for another couple minutes. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up the recording for today. But I will still be here if you want to ask any extra questions.